What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Tomboy Podcast. I'm your host, Krista Miles, and I'm joined by my co-host, Lilla Martone Smith. What's up, Lilla?
Hey, y'all. How are you? Thanks for joining us again for another week of just amazingness.
Amen.
Amen.
I am excited about this topic today because I had a girlfriend reach out and say, hey, give me some good ideas for like home photo shoots, selfies, that kind of thing. So we thought we would give our best shot at making those things easier.
See what you
We
did there?
enjoy doing them. I enjoy doing it. Don't you
Right.
enjoy
I
taking
love it.
photos?
Honey, I'm the selfie queen. I will make you look like you are just glorious. And, we were talking about this before we started is be mindful of your friends and be careful of your friends. If your friend is willing to post really, really ridiculous pictures of you, that's not your friend, okay? One thing about me is I'm making sure that not just my face, but everybody else's face in the picture and body looks good. So be mindful of your friends. This is a true test of friendship, okay?
100%. And you know the ones where you take photos too, and they're like, they have this side they've got to be on, and everybody's got the same side.
Right. And you're like, but it's my turn. It's my turn for a good picture. You have to.
I'm fully prepared to just go straight on, but don't ever catch me from over here. Like, you will not even recognize me. I will look like a completely different person. It's just what it is. Okay,
Right.
so we have a list of tips that we've come up with that we think are pretty beneficial, and we're just going to lay them out top to bottom. So, first things first, we've got to take care of your phone. You want to make sure the camera lens is clean, both sides. You want to give your little screen a scrub. Like, don't let it be
Right.
hazy or cloudy. Or I see that a lot with guys, I guess, because they get dirtier than we do. But like, your picture will be cool, but there will be like a film over it, and it's just
Right.
because they needed to wipe the camera lens. So we definitely want to do that. Camera settings are a big deal. I like to shoot videos in 4K, and most newer phones are already going to be in 4K, but if you don't have a newer phone, especially an iPhone, you can go into your settings and manually do that up in the little right hand corner. It gives you the option to change your settings from, I think it's 1080 pixels
Mhm.
to 4K, and it makes a huge difference, especially in videos, but it can also help with your photos. Do you have anything you want to throw into
Well,
that? Because to me, the camera settings and the wiping the lens is pretty big.
it's huge. Also a thing that one of my girlfriends taught me, this was years ago, but I never thought to do this, speaking of videos, is taking stills of your videos. Because so many times, we're trying to get the lighting right. And then if you don't have a clicker attached to your ring light where you can take pictures, then you're, doing the countdown and stepping back and then stepping up and doing this. Y'all, take videos. Take videos. The tip to this, and I learned the hard way, is to hold poses. So don't be like, okay, and then expect to be able to screenshot it because you're going to look like you've lost your damn mind. Okay. Literally, it's going to feel really weird at first, but be awkwardly slow in your poses. So if you know this is your good side, you hold it. Okay. If you want to suck in your stomach, you hold it. If you want to poop your poop. If you want to pop the booty out, you gotta hold it. Literally, it's gonna feel so awkward, especially if you're doing this by yourself at home. Count to 3. Hold the position to 3. Because that way, when you're screenshotting to get your pictures, your stills from the video, you have that. You're not in transition, you're not in motion. So absolutely, I suggest taking videos, y'all. It's amazing. It saves you so much time.
Yes, I really like that tip. And especially if you do the 4K, the photos that you grabbed from that video will look a lot clearer if it's in 4K and it's moving at a quicker speed. So those are a couple of hints about that. The other one that I think is a huge thing to focus on is the lighting, whether it's natural, which I think is the best.
Yes.
If you can't have natural, I think the next best thing might be a ring light. If you're just at home, you can grab them anywhere. I mean, Five Below, Target, the grocery store.
Right.
Little tiny ones that you can just throw somewhere. They can help a lot too, just as far as, I don't even know exactly what they're doing. I mean, I
They're
just feel
making
like
you look up
it's so
alive.
weird. I know, but it's so weird because it's like they show more.
Right.
They like
Right.
brighten everything, which maybe is the trick. I don't know. I do know that I'm at the age where I understand where Mariah Carey wears sunglasses everywhere.
Listen, the ring lights will save you. You can even get them now that clip right on your phone. Like you can even
For
have it where
sure.
it clips on your phone, clips on your laptop, iPad, whatever. But also make sure to play around. Most of the ring lights do come with 3 or 4 different light settings. So for
Yes.
me, I like the yellowish ones more. The white ones make me look a little gray. It's a little offsetting, but depending on your
Hold
skin
on.
tone, try it.
I can demo this.
Pay attention to your skin tone and what makes you look the most natural or highlights what you want to highlight.
I'm yellow. I'm white.
Yellow.
I
See,
think
now you
that's
look
more like a
green.
natural light.
Yeah. Oh,
You like that one? Last
yeah,
time we did this, you liked it better off.
right. They will make your pictures
I
clearer
like that
and your
one.
videos more clear. This is nice. It's like a sunny day.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just
And
a little
you guys,
something to hi.
use the sun. Use the
Mm.
sun. Natural sunlight is the most glorious filter in the world. When you step outside and that sun just hits your skin the right way, honey. And if you want to play with a little filter, I'm not judging. I use filters, okay? I mean, you throw a little mini filter on there. Don't do the ones which are like the bold glamour on TikTok where people literally look like a different person. Don't do that. But if you want to throw a little splash on there, step outside in that glorious sunlight, honey, you will be glorious. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It makes you beautiful.
Yeah. Especially that like dusky or like early morning. Yes, 100%. Take advantage of the lighting, especially if it is natural. Open a window, throw open a curtain.
Right.
Um,
Golden hour.
Cars tend
Golden
to be a
hour.
really yes, golden hour.
Golden hour and cars.
Cars.
What is it about a car selfie?
I don't know. I
Like,
do not know.
who am I in a car selfie? I've taken car selfies where I'm like, wait, is that me?
Thank you. Thank
No,
you.
that's me.
When I tell you I bought a vehicle because I got in it, and when Gabe saw me sitting in it, he was like, "This is it. This is the car." Yes. So I don't know what it is. There's something about the like lighter, the lighting, but enough coming from the right directions. I don't know. Maybe it's the leather, and I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, the position of the windows, like if a studio can recreate that for me, I feel like I could just be beautiful all the time. Like, hi,
Okay,
car.
next subject because you're starting to be ridiculous.
Such.
Okay, we talked. Yes, we love the video idea. Makeup, blend. Like that, I cannot stress blending enough.
Mm-hmm. You know, with the contours and the white, y'all, the white
Yes. Now I feel a little
when
bit
you're
like I need to
doing.
check myself.
Oh, so I know, me too. I'm like, wait a minute. When you are doing your setting powder, okay, underneath the eyes, we do the 10-step process and all that. I literally put my makeup on with my fingers. But anyway, so for those of
Me
you that do
too.
the baking and all the, where you look like you look kind of crazy for a little bit and then you brush it off, the camera is not forgetting that you did that. And those little tiny particles of a lighter color pigment are going to reflect. I've seen so many girls and their makeup is drop dead gorgeous in life. And then they snap these pictures and it literally looks like they have white cream underneath their eyes because you're forgetting that you did put that pigment there just because you blended a little bit. That camera, those lights are reflecting. They're going to bounce off of it. So now you look crazy. Now you have this beautiful face of makeup on and now your pictures look crazy. So yes, blend, buff, brush, fluff, whatever you need to do. And you know what? Take the picture and then go back to your mirror and fix it. I promise. Take a picture when you're done with your makeup. Take a picture and see what it looks like in
Yeah,
pictures.
that isn't a terrible idea. That's not a
Yeah.
terrible idea at all. I have learned that I can't do shiny. Like I'm not like a shimmery makeup girl. I am a matte. I need a matte look, or I just start looking like I don't even know, too shiny and like greasy. I don't do dewy. I can't do dewy. Post-workout glow, I can do that pretty good. But like an intentional sheen or shimmer is
And
just
see,
not
I
in my
love it.
wheelhouse.
I love it. I
I
love
can't
it.
do it. On
I
my skin, like my
yeah,
body, my limbs, yeah, I love that. A little glitter, little dusting, little gold
little
dusting.
sparkle.
Yeah, that's the best.
I'm on this new
Makeup,
like gloss look, so that's what I'm stuck at. My husband was like, "Why do you like to look so shiny all the time?" And I'm like, "No, I actually like it, but Thanks.
Well, I think you have the face that can do it. I don't know what it is about my face that doesn't like to be shiny. It likes to be like matte.
Yeah. I mean, but at
So
least you know, and you know what you like, and you know how you want to present your face,
yeah,
Get to know your
absolutely. And
face.
you only learn those things by trying out different techniques and different products. So definitely play around with that stuff. Moving on. Backdrop. Location. I love
Right.
my brick wall.
I,
I love your stone wall. Or you feel like it's
it's
more of like a
it's a
stone
foam,
wall?
right? It's foam, y'all. It's like a foam sticker. I ain't got no stone wall. This is my bedroom. It's okay.
It
But
looks really
yes,
hot.
so does
You look like you
yours.
could be in your Dom dungeon or
Yes.
something.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
50 Shades of Pink.
Absolutely. You guys, and be mindful if you do have a backdrop, be mindful of the texture, the colors, and what you're wearing. Okay? Because it can make your pictures look absolutely phenomenal or absolutely ridiculous. If you have some hot pink backdrop and you're wearing a red dress and it's just and you got brown and like be mindful of the colors, be mindful of what you're going for, what the vibe of the pictures are that you want to achieve, the direction, because it can really, really mess you up. Like really.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's say you want to take some photos for your husband and you're going to throw
Mhm.
on some lingerie and you get on your bedspread and you take a couple of photos. Look at those photos. Does the bedspread that's blue look good with the lingerie that's, I don't know, orange and red? I don't
Right.
know what the combo is,
Right. Do
but
that.
you'll know what if it pops or not. So take the photos and then look at a couple before you get real deep into your photography session
Right.
and to see if you even like the vibe that you're creating. You could switch a lot with just an outfit change, throwing a window open, whatever the situation is in that with that backdrop, that location. You want to make sure it's appropriate. I kind of think that's a big deal. Like that
Right.
what you're wearing is appropriate for what you're
I
doing, where you
agree.
are.
I agree. Like if you're
It's one
taking
of the
naughty
things
what? Go ahead.
I just was gonna say it's one of those things with fitness stuff that always really irritated the fuck out of me because it's like
Mm-hmm.
they want to take, you go to a photo shoot and you're gonna take photos and they want to take photos of you like in lingerie swinging an axe and you're like, I would never do this.
This is not
I
part of
would
my
never,
Sunday.
yeah, I would never walk down the street in my competition suit. Like there just were things that I just thought were kind of lame and cheesy.
Right.
So for me, setting and like appropriateness is one of those things that I think gets me.
Right. Absolutely. And I don't think people understand, or I mean, they do, but just be mindful. Does it make sense? Does what I'm wearing with the background, with the vibe I'm trying to give off? If you're trying to take naughty pictures in your little kid's room, because that's the only moment you and your husband have, and you've got ABCs on the wall and stuff, that lingerie is not going to hit like it would with just a plain black background. Throw up a freaking black sheet on the wall. Use your curtains. Okay, I've seen some of the sexiest pictures in the world, and girls are using curtains, like the little, you just use a little something, little shimmer. Okay, make it work, but make
Yeah.
it make sense. Make it make sense.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And I'm sure there is a way that you could sext your husband from the nursery with the ABCs in the background, and it would be entirely appropriate. That's for you and your husband and
Right.
you to figure out. But you can make it work anywhere and you can try different angles. Angles are a really big deal.
Y'all, Miss Kristin, y'all all know this little thing. Drop Dead Gorgeous has the body of a freaking like a sculpture. Like your body is unreal. I don't understand if it's possible for you to take a bad picture. Okay, so
Yeah.
the pose it.
Yeah. You're going to
Honey,
make me send some. My question is, who in their right mind would post a picture where they look like shit?
they
Nobody.
won't. They won't. But for every
I
80 bad
promise
pictures
you
I
I can
take,
take it.
try me, please.
I'm just
Anyway,
saying, I have to work wonders to make this little booty look. Is it a nice shape? Sure. But sometimes I need a cheeseburger and it needs a little help. Looking a little plumper.
listen, well, on the flip side of that, the angles that you're doing, my big old body, honey, if I try, like when I see your pictures, I'm like, oh my God, let me try that, girl. I don't look, my booty too plump. Okay. I need to eat less cheeseburgers. I need to
No, you just
decrease.
need to do different poses. That's the beauty
Right.
of it.
Right. So big
Yeah.
girls, honey, I got you. I got you. Okay. Use little, where is it? It was somewhere in here. Like I have this little like see-through like little shawl thing. Okay. You throw that in a picture if you want to hide. Let's say, you've got some stretch marks or you got a little cellulite you want to cover up. That thing, it's sexy, it's cute. Use props, use additives to your pictures and find those angles, and don't be scared to take risks. Like I was watching this girl on TikTok, and she's a plus size girl, and she's teaching women how to do boudoir shoots and how to make their bodies look good. There is tons and tons of creators and videos out there like that. And just little things like when you're laying on the bed taking a picture, arch your back up. It's going to feel unnatural. Okay. Arch your back up, create those lines, create those movements in your body. It will completely change your pictures. Sitting down on the ground, put your leg in front of your stomach, lean a little bit to the side. You want to, any part of your body you can elongate, do that. Okay. If you've got a little fluff to the left, but this over here is all nice and smooth, I promise it's going to balance out. Don't sit like a potato. Okay. This is what I always tell people.
Own
People
it.
used to own it. People used to make fun of me my entire life because I walk with my back so straight. Honey, because if I didn't, I would look like a potato sack. I elongate my body, whether I'm walking, whether I'm sitting, because it makes a huge difference. Pay attention to how you carry yourself in pictures and in life.
Yes,
That's what
100%. And you can always crop it. So
Right.
say you did take a photo and you have, and for the record, I have stretch marks. Thank you. You have this amazing photo that you love and you love the way your ass looks in it, but your belly is hanging a little bit. You just crop your belly out. Whatever the fuck you got to do to make you feel good about that photo, do
Right.
it. If you want to, I was about to get real crazy, but we won't do that.
Don't be ashamed of editing. Y'all, do not be ashamed of editing.
Oh,
It's
no,
still
no,
you in
no.
the photo. You just gotta,
Yeah.
you know.
The first thing I will do with a set of photos that I take of anybody is throw them in Lightroom and just try the different lighting and different settings, the presets that people have already come up with. To me, as long as the lighting is cool, that makes the photo. After that, it's like, what doesn't this person like about this photo? Maybe they think their nose is too big. Well, maybe we can hide that with the lighting. You can even go manually into your phone settings under each photo and change the exposure and make things a little brighter. Maybe you need less light. All of those things are manually editable inside of your phone underneath each photo. So take advantage of those things and just dig around and press buttons.
Right.
You're not going to know what they do unless you start just pressing buttons and figuring out what each button does. And you'll find the things that you like or that your partner likes or whatever your goal is for that set of photos. I don't know why I just went straight to that, other than I think my girlfriend was intentionally talking about like photo shoots at home, like, so she could get sexy for her man.
Yes.
So yeah, in that same vein, throw a scarf or a shawl or a sexy nightie on or whatever it is that makes you feel good. Maybe it's a wife beater and your man really likes you in boy shorts. I don't know. It's whatever y'all's thing is, and it doesn't have to be the same thing every time either. You can switch it up because that makes it more fun.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could literally talk about this subject all day, so rein me in a little bit. The accessories, I think just adding to that a little bit, like you were talking about your shawl that you have. Maybe it's a pretty blanket that's like faux fur or something that you can wrap in or kind of just, make it work for you and your body. The own it part, we got to go back to that just because, I mean, the posing, like you said, getting longer, all we're trying to do is create shapes.
Yep.
We want to create a pretty shape. That's all we're trying to do. So whether it's elongating or twisting or just sucking in or whatever it is.
Arch it, suck it, tuck it, turn it, twist it. You will find, I feel like so many people are, if you're insecure with your body or you're in a place where you don't feel confident in photos, people are scared to try because they are automatically assume that they're not going to look good. And, and yeah, there have been some pictures of me that my friends snap without me knowing. And I'm like, oh my God, is that what I look like? But then I can take pictures and be like, oh, I can look like this too. I'm the same person. I didn't Photoshop, I didn't edit nothing, but it's just the pose. So don't think that because you're not confident about your body that you can't make it look good. Anybody's body can be made to look good. if you know how to work it.
How to work it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and have the confidence to just
Try.
even try.
Mm-hmm.
Huge deal.
Huge.
Okay, so do we have anything that we want to add to that? I feel like we skipped around a little bit, but I don't
think
know that we missed anything. I think we did
no.
really good there.
Right.
Awesome. Yay us. Dust your shoulder off.
Mm.
Okay, so do we want to get into some of these questions?
Yeah, so we've had an influx of questions in the past week or so, and so we want to address some of your questions and give you what you want. Keep them coming, y'all.
Yeah.
Keep them coming. I mean, we
Yeah.
can even do entire episodes, Q&A episodes, you know?
Yeah.
If we get
We would
enough
love
of them
to.
in, we would love to.
Yeah, we love sharing our opinion.
Mm.
I am curious about the pros and cons of being a small business owner. I am young and just starting to learn what I enjoy doing, and I would like to have the freedom and flexibility to work for myself. Any tips you could pass my way would be helpful. I think the key word in this sentence is flexibility. You're going to have to be very flexible in your mindset, your sleep schedule, your social life, your eating schedule. All of those things are going to be pretty flexible if you're going to want to work for yourself, because typically, instead of having one boss, what happens when you become a small business owner is now you have 10, 15, 20, 30 bosses, because you either have clients, customers,
Mm-hmm.
something of that nature, and you're going to feel like very pulled in all those directions. Something that's been helpful for me is just remembering I don't have to do this. I can stop and go get a job somewhere else and have somebody else pay me to tell me what to do. So as long as I'm choosing this, we're going to go after it, give it 100%, and we're going to be happy about it. So just being flexible is the biggest piece of advice I would give. You also have to really be a self-starter. Like, you can't be waiting around for somebody to say, hey, have you done that yet?
Right.
Because nobody is going to do that. I made another note here. Documents, whether it's a business license or a website or whatever the documentation needed to own your business, your ideas, your creativity, your content. You need to take all of those precautions. It's a big deal. Along with the whole self-starter thing too,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to forget the consistency. And like, the consistency is the biggest thing. You just have to keep getting up every morning and doing the same thing.
Right. I mean, I think people don't understand how much work goes into it. You know, a lot of people see these other people get rich, you know, starting their own companies and their own businesses. But when you come from a place where you've been told what to do, how to do, how much to do, what time to do it. I mean, I came from teaching where I not only had a year schedule, I had a daily to the minute. Like, I knew what minutes I could pee during the day. To go from that to just, okay, now you're on your own is probably this hardest transition I've ever dealt with in my life, because I am a motivated person. I am a go-getter. But when I'm sitting at home and no one is, I some days I wish someone would say, okay, Lilla, today by 3 p.m. you need to get this, and this done. Because I'll do it. I'll get it done. So I've had to implement a structure and list for myself to get done, because no one's telling me to do it. And if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. And if I don't get it done, I'm not going to be successful. So I think that's the hardest part, is people expect it to just like, oh, I'm a business owner now. Okay, I'm waiting.
Yeah,
you know?
except now you literally have to create something out of thin air.
Right.
Like, you don't have a boss saying, I need this task done. You have to decide what tasks need to be done. Sometimes you don't even know where to start.
Right.
So, like, I don't even know where to begin with this other than Google. And if that's what you've got to do to figure something out, Google it.
Right. You can learn
Figure it out.
anything today on the internet, anything. It doesn't matter what you want to be, what you want to do, what kind of business you want to make. You can go on TikTok, on Google, on YouTube, and you can find all the information. It's insane now. It's actually a blessing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's badass. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else that you want to add to that? I feel like I kind of dominated that one.
No, that's fine, girl.
Okay. Well, I think we should talk about our favorite topic, which is food.
I love
And it's
food.
one of mine. Is it not yours?
Do you see me? Of course.
Really? Okay, so I know you both travel a lot. What are your go-to fast food options? Do you want to start? Because I have a list.
Well, living where I live, there's not a lot of like fast food options that we would normally have in the States and stuff. So going to get a lettuce burger, and things like that, they would probably look at me like I had two heads. They'd be like, "What? So you don't want goat, or you don't?" Okay. So over here it's a little different. When
Goat?
girl, there was a goat head. There was a goat head on some right. Anyway, now to be fair, the food over here is way less processed. There are way less chemicals. Everything has to be prepared in a certain way. Actually, like literally, what's actually disgusting is if you look at a bag of Doritos here and a bag of Doritos in America, the ingredients are about half the list of the American Doritos. And I mean, it's insane. But anyway,
Embarrassing.
that can be a different topic for a different
Embarrassing.
podcast. But I feel like travel hacks, protein, protein, protein. Even if you want to take the Cheetos and you want to take the Doritos, but if you're eating healthy, I think protein, and Kristin, you can expand on this, but just,
Oh, I don't even care if you eat the Cheetos, but
Right.
also get some protein.
Right. Get some
The
eggs.
biggest issue is the lack of proteins. I love beef jerky for that.
Yeah.
I got bit by beef jerky once, so now I'll only get the super soft kind, but I do recommend it. Just be careful if you have dental work. One of my favorite things to do, and I've been doing this for like over a decade. It's literally my favorite thing to do. But now all of a sudden I hear or see all these people doing it on the internet like it's a brand new idea. But you know how they have the iced coffees in the gas stations? I'll get the big 32 ounce, but I only fill it halfway. And then I put an already made protein drink from the gas station into that coffee drink.
Nice.
So it's like a huge 32 ounce chocolatey, creamy coffee. Protein.
Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially a meal. So
Right.
that's one of my other big ones, especially if you like coffee and or drinking from a straw, because that seems to be something I enjoy about it too. When I'm looking at just restaurants that are available to me in a fast food setting, I always will go for like a Greek style food first and then hibachi. And that's just me looking at the types of ingredients that those menus typically have on them. Then Taco Bell has got this killer bowl right now I think it's called a chicken cantina bowl. Before it was a chicken power bowl and they changed the name of it. But it is delicious. There are black beans and rice and pico de gallo and sour cream and a little cheese. It is so good. And I just really enjoy that. Chick-fil-A can't ever go wrong there, personally. I mean, just go grilled nuggets, I guess, if you want to take all the fun out of your life.
Right.
And maybe get one of those green salad things that they have. But
the kale salad is delicious.
Yeah.
The little kale salad?
It is good.
I
but
love it.
That's not why I'm at Chick-fil-A.
I mean, I'd rather have waffle fries, but
I eat those fries before I even get home.
Right.
Are you kidding? I don't even let Gabe, like, if there's fast food involved and French fries involved, I'm going to get it and I'm going to eat those French fries before we get home. I don't want them soggy. I don't want them cold. I want them the way they came out of that fryer and into my hands with some salt on them. Yeah, so good. Yeah. Oh, and Panda Express is another good one, but that's kind of like in the hibachi Japanese, like any kind of steamed rice, grilled chicken situation. I'm all over that.
Yeah.
And it's just too easy to eat healthy at fast food restaurants now. So if you're really looking for if you really want to take all the fun and zap all the joy out of your life, you can at a fast food place. But I would suggest no matter what you're eating, just up the protein a little bit, and then you will have to worry less about the carbs and fat accumulated in that.
Right. Also, just a tip, because she did ask, because we do travel so much and everything, don't be that person. Like, I've been on numerous flights where people open up tuna and like boiled eggs. And it's something about when you're eating a boiled egg, it's fine. But when you're sitting next to someone who's eating a boiled egg and you are not, it's not fine. So be mindful, and the smells. I mean, this lady opened up good on her, but she was eating eggs and kimchi on the flight next to me one time. And I was like, okay, I mean, this is nice.
Do you know how many flights I have had to get on to fly to competitions where I had to pack tilapia in Ziploc bags and then eat that on the flight? Oh, you get some looks for sure.
I mean, if you got to do it, you got to do it. People got to eat.
Yeah, I mean, I had to do it. I wasn't just trying to be an asshole, but That's it's not
Mm,
it's a great it just confirming your point. Be careful of the
tilapia.
smells.
God, tilapia.
Yeah, tilapia.
That's a strong one right
It is.
there. Mm-mm. Ooh,
Okay, I think that's good for the
yeah,
questions today. I like that.
yeah.
I enjoyed that.
All right,
Badass.
guys, keep them coming. Let us know. We'll answer them next week. And
And we will see you after dark.
guys, send us some of your selfies. Try some of the tips we gave you. If you want to, submit them to us. We like to see who's watching, and send us some hot pics and some
Yeah.
beautiful pictures of yourselves. Or tell us what
Yeah, we
worked, what
don't
didn't work.
100%. We don't have to tag you or post you
We
in
won't.
any social media stuff, but just for us to, see.
Unless you want to. Unless you want
We can
to.
hype you up a little bit.
Right. Come
Oh, yeah,
on.
absolutely. I
You
don't
know?
mind hyping you up for
Right.
sure. For sure. All right. Yeah, send them in, guys. Send your questions and your selfies. Let's do it.
See you guys next week.